Welcome back to my channel. Tonight I'm going to do a little upgrade to my Nash 17K. I'm going to add another electrical outlet. So I've got a spool of 14-2 wire, a black outlet plate, a black outlet, and a 15 amp tandem circuit breaker. Takes up the space of one circuit breaker, and it's got 2 breakers in it. And then I also bought a nice power strip with 8 outlets in it, and it's got 2 USB also. I'm going to replace that power strip with the new one. So the location for my new outlet is going to be right here. So it'll be situated between the electrical panel and this drawer, and that drawer is right below the refrigerator. So the first thing we're going to do is pull out this drawer. I'll add a link above to a video that I made on how to remove these drawers. This is common to all Northwood RVs that have these heavy-duty ball bearing drawer slides. I'm going to use a remodel box and a standard household style outlet and cover plate. So first we're going to get ready and mark this out. Looking inside here, flat panel is just really easy to mount one right there. And what I'll do is mark this out with some painter's tape. Right now I'm just going to kind of get it in the general area. When I look at the back side, I notice there's a piece of framework that this piece of paneling is attached to. To get my hole right up against that piece of framework, rather than just trying to measure and whatnot, I'm going to drill a hole from the back side so I know exactly where that edge is in the piece of framework. Now that I know where it is, I'll use that hole as my corner for the box. I've got all my lines drawn out, and I think I'll just go ahead and drill through at each corner. Next, what we're going to do, start with a nice sharp new blade on my utility knife. I did have to trim a little bit more to see some fine shavings here to get the box into its hole here, but there's not anything framing wise behind this side, so probably what I'll do at some point is cut some pine lumber and glue in place on the back just to give this paneling more rigidity, because I can envision trying to plug in a cord and this flexing a little bit too much. Here is the back side of the hole, and you can see the additional framing that I added. This piece here, this piece, which goes all the way from the bottom to the top. And then at the top of the hole, I also added another piece right there. But that'll give plenty of rigidity to that thin paneling. So the next thing we'll go ahead and do is remove the electrical panel, and before you do that, make sure that you're unplugged from power. It's just held in place with a bunch of drywall screws. And that gives me good access to the back. Over here on the left side is where all of the AC wiring goes into the panel, so I'll poke the wire through one of those existing grommets. I've stripped off some of the outer insulation, and this is not exactly the easiest thing to accomplish. Time-consuming process to get everything wired up. It was pretty difficult to get my wires into the panel, but I decided it would be easiest to install my outlet before installing the box. And I don't want to tighten these too tight, otherwise the screws will strip out of the little plastic ears that flip up and hold that box into place. And it's pretty secure, so we'll go ahead and install the cover plate. And there we have a completed outlet. And that's what it looks like from the back side. I'll get a little wire clamp to secure this wire back here so it doesn't rub against the drawer.